Kia ora, and welcome to this Walking Dead All-Out War Battle Report with your humble host, New Zealand's #1 YouTuber, the maoriwargamer. Today we'll be playing mission number 1 of a planned 6-mission campaign that brings the beloved characters from the Telltale Game series, along with those we know and love. Rick and his group smashes it into one custom narrative campaign of my own creation. I've had the Walking Dead All-Out War for like 2-3 years. Haven't done much with it since finishing the Days Gone By campaign. Feel free to watch it, I'll put a link below. Really shitty though, that was one of my earliest videos that I did. So the camera's like shaky as anything. Pretty rough all around. Hopefully this one's a lot better, but I'm not going to promise you that either. But I planned a custom 6-mission campaign, solo play, because of everything that's happening at the moment. It's hard to get out to the gaming groups to do any of that stuff. So solo play, 6-mission campaign focusing on Lee and Clementine from the Telltale series, and they're going to interact with Rick and his group. So Lee and Clementine survived, didn't get bitten. Clementine didn't get kidnapped, and they've made their way down south towards Atlanta. Or down south, I don't know the geography of America. So yeah, they've gone from wherever they were in the video game over to Atlanta, where Rick and his group are, shortly after Rick killed Shane. Well, I had a proxy for Shane since I don't have Shane's model. Greg? I don't know who it was. But anyway, 6 missions. Hope to see you with me. Walking Dead All-Out War. A couple of more quick things is rules accuracy. I don't know. I've watched a couple of rules. I read the rule book like 5 minutes before. I just wanted itching and start getting gaming. A couple of things before we launch in. Rules accuracy. If you're looking for rules accuracy, go find another channel. Heaps of better channels do it better than me. I'm just playing for fun. I just want to see the story. I want to see Rick team up with Lee and see them save the world. So that's all I'm here for. Rules accuracy. I brushed up. I flick through this for a bit, flick through this for a bit. So, I'm kind of there, but if I do make mistakes, let me know. Probably will be too late, because I'm planning on filming this all 6 in like one night. But I mean, if I ever do come back to Walking Dead a 3rd time, then that'll be good. So don't come here for rules accuracy. What else to say? If you enjoy tabletop gaming, if you've got this far into the video, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel for more tabletop gaming content. The maoriwargamer, I'm supposed to be doing Warhammer battle reports. I don't have 9th edition yet, but I'm going to get it. This money's tight. So I post regular content, semi-regular content. I'm going to get back to it. But yeah, hopefully this really lazy pitch has sold you. Subscribe, smash it, like, all that good stuff. And we'll kick in. I'll give you the rules, give you the characters, give you the loadout, all that good stuff, objectives. Kick in. Walking Dead mission number 1 of this custom Telltale campaign. Alright, so here's our table set up for mission number 1, Telltale Signs. We have Lee and Clementine in the top corner up by the red car. So Lee and Clementine have been separated from their group from the game and look to find safety, traveling through the ruined city. They can't get much further on foot, and they've found the car, the red car there in the top corner. They now need to fuel it up so they can escape the Walking Dead. So we've got our walkers all loaded across the table. We've got 3 vehicles in the center of the map. Each vehicle has objective markers to search, and hopefully the team will be able to find some fuel within those objective markers. Fuel will appear on the roll of the sheriff's badge on the black dice for any objective that they search, automatically appearing at the last objective if they haven't found fuel. So once they've got the fuel, they're going to need to make it back to the red car, through the walkers, and then they can escape to safety. So simple mission, simple premise. Find the objective, find the fuel, fuel up the car, get the hell out of there. Failure conditions is if either Lee or Clementine die. So we don't want that to happen, especially in mission number 1. We'll be playing a 100-point game. So Lee is a costly 57 points, but he makes up to it with his power. Whole bunch of special rules. I've equipped him with his classic fire axe. No other weapon for Lee. If you played the game, you know it, you love it. Clementine, 18 points. I've equipped her with the tie iron for a perfect 100-point game. Clementine's special, so I can pick what class she's going to play as. So I'm going to give her the runner class. This will allow her to jump over objects. She automatically passes her climbing tests. And then when she's within Lee's kill zone, she will not panic. So she looks up to Lee. They've survived a lot of adventures. They're going to survive this one. Or at least we're hoping it's going to happen. I mean, I can't continue this campaign if they die in game number 1. So fingers crossed. We'll see how things roll out. As we move into the action phase, turn number 1, we'll get started as we search for the objectives, search for the fuel. But let's kick into turn number 1. We'll go into the action phase. Alright, so action phase, turn number 1. Activating Lee first, the tactician. And time's of the essence, you know, he's got the car fixed up, it just needs gas, he doesn't have time to tiptoe around, so he is actually going to run 8 inches this way. So running generates noise, which will alert police officer Zombie. She is going to shamble into Lee, bringing them in base-to-base contact, meaning they'll throw down in the melee phase. So Police Officer Zombie shambling into Lee has interrupted any chance of him getting a second action. So we'll move now to activate Clementine. Activating for Clementine, turn number 1. She's been emboldened by Lee. He's charged forward. She is going to charge as well. She's got no fear. So she's just going to sprint forward as well. Could be risky. I don't know. I haven't played in a while, but I like my odds of battle. She's equipped with a weapon as well. She has the tire iron, boosting her melee capabilities. So she's run forward, alerted this walker here. He is going to shamble into her. So that's going to end her action. So action phase completed for turn number 1. We'll go into the event phase. Alright, event phase turn number 1, so we're at threat level 1, all is quiet for now. We're about to draw a card from the event deck, The Walking Dead +2 threat. 1, 2, so we're up to threat level 3. Red dice walkers into play and are then each moved towards the nearest survivor. Alright, so luckily it's all quiet, but we're going to have more walkers into the field. Alright, so rolling the dice, red walkers into play. 1 walker will enter play, and let's say he's going to come in straight from here. So off on the grassy area, we've got Dreadlock Zombie moving in. So that's the event phase done. We're moving into the melee phase now. Alright, so combat is going to kick off first with Lee and Police Officer Zombie. As we do have melee happening, increased threat level by 1, so we've gone from 3 to 4, so we've gone from all is quiet to low. So we're up another stage of the threat level. But still early game as we're looking for the petrol to fuel the red car. So Lee has 1 blue dice, and with his fire axe that adds a white dice to his melee attack roll. So we're going to roll in, and that's going off against the 1 red dice for Police Officer Zombie. So rolling in to attack first with Lee. So that's a 2 and a 1. So a 1. So victory to Lee, however, no headshot, so he's only going to knock it over and knock it prone. So there is a chance it will get back on its feet. But that's 1 walker down. We can see the supplies in the back of that ute there. Hopefully they contain the petrol. Hopefully we don't have to go too far to end this game. But we'll move over now and see how Clementine does. So Clementine is about to throw down with Black Jacket Walker there. So Clementine, she has the special rule adaptable, so I can add 1 red dice to her melee, shoot, or defense. So I'm adding that to her melee, and she's also equipped with the tire iron. So we've got 1 base red dice, one for adaptable, and one more for the tire iron. So we're going to roll in and attack first. Alright, and that is 3. So that is 3 hits, and we're rolling off for the zombie. Blank. So Clementine wins that combat. Again, no headshots, no brains getting pulverized. So what happens is it's pushed back and falls to the ground. So another successful combat for our survivors. Lee and Clementine both took down their first zombies. They risked it for the biscuit, and I was confident of their chances of success. So now we're moving into the end phase for turn number 1. So we roll the black dice for, start with Officer Walker here. On a sheriff badge, she will stand. No, she does not. And black jacket zombie there. Sheriff badge, she will stand. And she will stand. Alright. It's gonna make things a bit trickier. So that's what happens at the end phase. Resolve any end of turn effects. Check scenario for victory conditions. Increase threat by 1. Start a new turn. So increase threat by 1. We're going from threat level 4 to threat level 5. Still at low threat. But that's what our table is looking like right now. This card is search, that card is search, but there's a crowd there. We're going to be in 3. The kill zones will be, that's dangerous. And we've got this one here. So hopefully I'm going to find it in this first car, because that's the safest one to search. Yep, risky, but we're going to get through it. Stay with us. We're moving to turn 2 in this Walking Dead All-Out War Battle Report. Turn number 2 in this Walking Dead All-Out War Battle Report. Lee will sneak forward so as not to create any noise. That zombie there is prone, and then what he's going to do is search that chest for supplies. Hopefully it contains the much needed fuel. So we'll roll off on the sheriff's badge. That did. Yo. Alright, good game's a fast game. We made it. I'm so happy with that. But Lee still has to get back to the car, and that's his actions over. So we'll continue, move into activation for Clementine. So Clementine's activation next. Lee was able to recover the fuel from the supplies on the back of this truck. So that's lucky. However, he still has to make his way back to the red car. And Clementine needs to do the same. What I'll get her to do is I'll get her to move. I was going to try and clear some zombies for Lee, but shouldn't actually need to. So she's going to move here. And then I won't get her to hide. She's just going to move there behind the barricade and wait for Lee to show up. So turn 2, the event phase. No walkers within kill zone range at the moment. So all we need to do now is simply draw an event card. Romans. All quiet and low threat. So we're at threat level 5, so we're at low threat. Move 1 eligible walker towards the nearest survivor. Okay, easy. Alright, so the event phase, Romans. Move 1 eligible walker towards the nearest survivor. I'm not going to get Clementine in combat because Lee is Big Daddy. He is the hardened survivor. So I'm going to move this girl here. And she's going to knock in towards Lee, whose fire axe is armed. He's got the tank of petrol in his other arm. And he's going to be ready to throw down as we move into the melee phase. Melee phase, turn number 2, threat level bumps up from 5 to 6, still at low threat, but we've got a combat about to go down, so we know the drill by now. 1 red dice for the enemy walker, and then we've got Big Daddy Lee. He's got 1 blue and 1 white, and he's about to throw it against purple t-shirt, so let's go. Oh. So boom, that's an exclamation, that's a headshot, that is a decapitation against, oh Oh, 2 for 2, so cancels out. Let me double check the rules for combat first. Alright, so rules for combat. If the winners were attacking, the losing side loses health equal to the difference in rolls. So this cancels out that, but the combat is still a victory because we've got 3 pips to 2. So I don't think that cancels. If that cancels that out, then it's not a headshot. But we've still won by 1, so he loses and is prone. However, I don't think that cancels out. If I am wrong, let me know in the comments. I'd much appreciate it. But as it is, we've got the fuel. I've got what I wanted. Lee is going to swing that fireman's axe and decapitation. She's gone. Say goodbye, baby. That's a dead walker, head chopped off. And that is the end of the melee phase. So we go into the end phase. End phase for turn number 2. So we've only got 1 prone walker here, Officer Zombie. So will you stand up? Oh, she will. And if you've played the video game, you'll know at the start that Lee was in the back of the police car on his way to jail for, I don't know, I didn't really say what his crime was. I think it was murdering someone. So it'll be interesting what happens when he eventually meets Rick. You know, we've got a convict, and then we've got a lawman. So we'll see what goes down. But that Officer Zombie is back on her feet. What else happens? Resolving internal effects, check scenario, increase threat by 1. So we're going from 6 to 7, and we start a new turn. So we're moving to turn number 3. Easy peasy. I think we're done. Good stuff. Walking Dead, All Out War, Battle Report. Alright, so here we are, turn number 3, action phase. Lee is going to run straight forward towards the car. That's going to trigger noise, and this one here is going to shamble. However, going to boom smack straight into that barricade. Can't do anything from there. Alright, so Officer Zombie standing there behind the barricade. Clementine's activating next, and she is just going to move in and hop into the car. Lee's fueling it up right now as we speak, and the duo are going to fill it up and get away, make their great escape, therefore ending the game with a victory. So yes, successful mission number 1 of this planned 6 mission Walking Dead All Out War narrative campaign. The car is fueled up, the duo are going to travel, move along the roads, looking for a safe place to stay. You know, in a world of zombie apocalypse, safety does lie in numbers. They have been separated from their group in the video games, and so now it's just them two looking for a new place to call home. So who will they encounter? What will they encounter? Will they be friend? Will they be foe? You'll find out, so make sure to tune in next week as we launch into mission number 2, and we might even see some familiar faces that need rescuing. But that's all we got for this game fun. I hope you enjoyed it. As I said, very lucky. There was a lot of zombies on the board. Didn't have to end up going into battle with them. Short, sharp, quick game. Helped me refresh on the rules. Feel like I know what I'm doing this time around. And I also just tried a new filming style. So very static, standing still. Normally I like to move in with my other camera and get like close-up angles and all that stuff. So let me know. I'm interested to see how this one came out. Hopefully it's good feedback. If it isn't, you know, share me any tips or feedback, what you like to see. At the very least, I can say it's not all shaky cam like I've previously done. But I'm not too sure how I felt on this, so we might see it change depending on how this looks in when I edit it in that post-production stage. But yeah, thank you for tuning in. Walking Dead All Out Battle Report with me, the maoriwargamer. Love making tabletop gaming, Warhammer 40k, Warhammer Underworlds, Shadespire Nightvolt. tabletop board gaming. I've done Blackstone Fortress. I probably need to finish that one actually. Now Walking Dead. And I've also played Dungeons and Dragons on my other YouTube channel, part of a group called the Timestamp Tales, so I'll put a little pop-up there for them as well. Check us out if you want to see us play through the Lost Mines of Phandelver and Dragon of Icespire Peak. And yeah, and if you made it this far, like 15, 20, 25 minutes into this video, why don't you go hit like, leave a comment, let me know what you liked, what you want to see, what characters you want to see me play with, maybe I can pick them up. Show your support. I'm currently on 356 subscribers. I've really slowed down this whole, you know, the situation at the moment. It's really challenging to get out and find someone to play with, even find the motivation to play with yourself. Yeah. So it's been rough. I haven't been consistent. I'm trying to get back into it. This is a good place for me to start. So I'd really love to see you guys support. If you enjoy this type of content, hit subscribe, be the 357th subscriber. That'd be greatly appreciated. But I hope wherever you are, you're staying safe. You know, you got friends, family, you know, everything's going well for you. I'm doing all right as well, and hope to bring a little bit of light, a little bit of laughter with the video content that I produce. So thanks again for hanging out with me this last, however long this is. Hope to see you in the next video or any of my other videos. Thank you for watching. I am New Zealand's #1, the Maori Wargamer. Thank you for watching once again. Ka kite. Anō.